Hey everybody, this is going to be the last video of my mango tasting series for this year. I tried quite a few. This is going to be the wrap-up video where I do all the rest that were sent to me by the Mango Men. And then also at the end I'll do a wrap-up about my favorites and what I learned from the whole process. Thanks for watching.
Okay, we have two here. This is the, I don't know if I got the spelling right, Swetinta, which was purchased at the Mango Man homestead. That's this one here. It's got kind of like the golder color with the lighter color around the rim. And then this one is the Bolt, which is, I actually have tried this before, which is really good. But that was when I was trying other mangoes too, so this would be a clean palate. I might start with that one.
Okay, so this is the Bolt. It has almost like a more substantial texture, almost like an avocado. Really, really good, really sweet, really juicy, and good acidity too. It leaves a little bit of like a chalkier mouthfeel at the end, which looking at it you can kind of tell it's just got this like more textured, or texture's not the right word, but it's just the juice is really like it's darker and more like saturated. So maybe there's just some things in the pulp and then the juice that create that chalky mouthfeel, but the flavor is really, really good. It's got a little bit of coconut, but more of that subacid flavor, which I really like. So all right, I'm changing my rating on the Bolt. That actually is really good. I finished it off and it has this orange undertone that's just awesome. So yeah, it's like has that buttery texture, really sweet, good acid. So I'd change that to an A. That's definitely one of my favorites. Okay, and here's the Swetinta. I don't really know much about either of these varieties. It's much lighter than the Bolt. More delicate flavor, less sweetness, less acidity. But it has kind of a floral flavor. It's actually really nice though. I'm also eating from the center, which is very ripe. Let's try one a little bit further out. Really juicy. Kind of like melts in your mouth. Really clean mouthfeel, unlike the Bolt. But it doesn't have the same sugar content, same acidity as the Bolt does. So I'd give this one an A-. It's really tasty mango. Kind of tastes a little bit similar to the champagnes, but a little bit sweeter than the typical champagne.
It's the Ruby mango, and they call it Ruby because it has this nice dark red color to it. I don't know too much about it. I do know I have tried this once before in another box that they sent. And unfortunately that box, the mangoes ripened a little too quickly, and so it was super soft, liquidy mango, so it wasn't really good like representation of the flavor. And I remember not liking that one, especially the Ruby. So let's see if this one's a little bit less overripe, so it's probably actually a pretty good level of ripeness. So let's try it out and see if it still tastes the same.
Okay, so this is the Ruby. Yeah, it's definitely better than the ones that I tried that were overripe, but yeah, this variety, good sweetness, good acidity level, but it's not that type of fetid, slightly sulfurous mango taste. It doesn't have that. It's more like this coppery, metallic aftertaste, which isn't very pleasant. So even though the sweetness level is good, there's some coconut in there, it tastes like a good mango, there's this like overtone of like metal, like when you're sucking on pennies, that kind of taste. Makes it hard to finish the mango, or just eat one of them. So even though this is a nice big meaty mango and sweet, it makes it so it's not so great. Maybe it's because it has like higher levels of minerals, and maybe it's better for you because of that flavor. Maybe if it was like in a smoothie or juice or something, it wouldn't be as big of a deal, but eating it right now, just not my favorite. I'd give it maybe a B- or a C.
Okay, next up is the CC Love, which is this cool little chubby yellow mango here. And so this one's a special one, I think, for the Mango Man. I think Dr. Campbell named it after his wife, and that's why I think it probably holds a special place. So I'm going to go ahead and try this one out. I don't have a lot of information on it in terms of its origins.
Okay, here's the CC Love. It smells really good. It doesn't have any sort of off odors. It smells sweet like a mango. Really melts in your mouth right away. It has like medium, maybe a little bit above medium acidity level, which I like. but I'd say pretty high sweetness though. I like it a lot. It doesn't have like super strong flavors, which I tend to like some mangoes that have a little bit more undertones of whether it's coconut or whether it's kind of the more Southeast Asian mango flavor to it. This one's just kind of like sweetness and some acidity. It's got a little bit of lemony citrus undertones. So I like it. I'd probably give it an A minus, but it's not my favorite that I've tried so far. And I was expecting that it could be my favorite.
Okay, this is one that I've been wanting to try for a while. It's called Orange Sherbert. This is apparently one of the better varieties from the Mango Men. And I'm not sure if it's 100% available on the market yet. Apparently there's some counterfeit Orange Sherberts out there that aren't quite this exact variety, but we know for sure that this is the original Orange Sherbert. And so it has a really nice smell. It kind of smells like orange juice, which it should. So I can't wait to try it.
Okay, here's the Orange Sherbet. So yeah, it tastes a lot like what it smells. Really has like a strong orangey flavor. It's not, I don't want to say it's strong like eating an orange, but it's pretty close. It's like halfway there. Definitely far from the typical mango flavor. It doesn't have any of the coconut undertones that other varieties have. And it has like pretty good sweetness, I'd say like medium sweetness and medium high acidity, which is nice because a lot of the mangoes we've been trying recently don't have a lot of acidity. Yeah, it's really nice. I like it a lot. It's pretty remarkable that they were able to get like a orangey flavor coming from mangoes. I'm not sure if I prefer it over the coconut cream. I think the coconut cream is still up there as one of my favorites. Okay, so for the wrap up, what did I learn from trying all these mangoes sent to me from the Mango Men? What did I learn from traveling down to South Florida to the Fruit and Spice Park Mango Mania event, trying all sorts of mangoes there, learning about the mangoes of Florida, even going to Dr. Campbell's house and trying some like brand new state-of-the-art, like just named varieties. Well, I learned a couple things, one of them being that not every one of these specialty mangoes is going to be for you. I mean, there's ones that absolutely blew me away, and there's ones that I would prefer a normal grocery store mango to. Some of them, like for example, like the ruby, like I was saying, the Ma Muang Pa, which is that wild Borneo mango, but that's cool. That's just a wild, that's an uncultivated variety. So of course it might be not as tasty. The diamond actually, which was supposed to be one of the ones that they had that were supposed to be really, really nice, I didn't really care for. Maybe I didn't get the most perfectly ripe one or what it was, but I tried that a couple times, didn't like it. But as far as the ones that, the majority of the ones that I tried were actually like way better than anything I've tried in a grocery store. They blew away the champagne mango, which was my favorite for the longest time because I've never tried these other ones. So obviously the two favorites of mine are kind of everyone else's favorites too. It's coconut cream and orange sherbet, and it's cool because those are like totally opposite. Like one of them's more acidic and citrusy and juicy, and the other one's more like creamy and like has a more substantial texture and pina colada-y. So they couldn't be more different. So you can have one tree of those and one tree of one, one tree of the other, and you'll be a happy camper for sure. But there's quite a few others that, I thought were pretty honorable mentions. I got my notes in front of me. So the Rosy Gold, which I think is a fairly standard one that's been around for a while as far as I know. That was one that I really liked. The Dupuis had that kind of cotton candy taste to it, which I love. Anything that has that, I'm not sure what chemical that is, but that's what I call it, like a cotton candy flavor. I thought was great. I think that's how you say it, Dupuis or Dupuis, I don't know. Pina colada, which were kind of like tinier coconut creams, kind of similar to that one, but a little bit even more pineapple flavor. And the Bolts, of course, that's what everyone loves too. But again, the Bolt, as you saw in this video, had a little bit more of that chalky mouth feel. So, it's not perfect. But very few of these mangoes are, but some of them definitely come close. But those are definitely my top picks out of all these. Just real quick, the other ones that I thought were amazing, but just didn't make my like top mango list with the Cambodiana, the Marble, the Cogshell, Sunburst, Lemon Zest, and the Okrang Tong. Oh, actually, there's a bunch of others too. I'll just go over real quick, and I'll put these in the notes too. The Chakanong Kuching, the Herman. These are all from the tasting event. The Fernando, Son Paris, Big Saturn, which is I think one of the ones from the Mango Men that they just recently created. Glen, CC Love. The Glen especially, actually, I really like that one. That one, actually, even though it's a more common one, that might be up closer to the my amazing category. The CC Love was great. Carrie was really good too. And so those were the ones that I thought were really good. That I would love to have like a tree in my backyard of any of those too. So that's what I kind of learned. If you're in a climate where you can grow these, definitely try. And if you can't grow them, then you can order them from the Mango Men. You could order them from other retailers, maybe online. But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, just try to eat more mangoes, because those champagnes that you find in the store, which I learned are also Dr. Richard Campbell's. He manages those for the Cirilli brothers. So even those are fantastic. So. But if you get a chance to travel to Florida in like late June, early July, you can try all these and do your own tasting and see if you agree with me. All right, thanks for watching all these. And if you grow mangoes and you want me to try some of yours, I'd be happy to do some reviews for next growing season. So just drop me a line. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.